How are you guys doing today? My name is Anima, and today we have a live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against the lovely, the amazing Xenon. Let's hit battle start and see what everybody's brought to the table. I'm a bit scared because I built this team in a hurry, and he's brought, presumably, the second Messiah, so I'm a bit concerned. Oh, shit, it is a rock. Oh my god, already I'm, like, doomed. Okay, let's take a picture. He's brought his bloody scary as hell U-turning team of death and despair. So I'm gonna need to get rocks up just so I can get a good tell on everything. I wonder who's gonna lead with. Presumably there's a rock disguised as something, who knows? Oh man! I'm not looking forward to this. Something, oh my god, okay, right. Okay, so who can deal with either thing fairly well? Celine can, kind of. Wow, I really don't have anything for Dvorak whatsoever. Right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna lead with. Right, who am I gonna lead with? I have no solid leads. Who am I gonna lead with? Right, this is gonna be a bit of a weird decision, but I'm actually gonna lead with I'm gonna lead with my Hitmontop, which is gonna be really weird, I think, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lead with my Hitmontop because then if he's gonna lead with the Dvorak, probably, I'm expecting the Scyther or the Dvorak to be the lead. So, yeah, anticipating Braviary to be the lead. So that's pretty much why I'm leading with who I'm leading with. So, and my logic behind that is yeah, so if he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, then he's definitely not Cofagrigus. If he goes for the U-turn, then he's not going to go for the Dark Pulse. If he goes for Will-O-Wisp, it's definitely Cofagrigus. So what I'm going to do actually is switch into Celine. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to switch into Celine, my X-Bloud. Now, the reason why I led with Hitmontop is to bait some sort of decision here. To bait either it being like a Dark Pulse or like a whatever or something like that. But I do think that the... Okay, so here's the U-turn. That was not who who it appeared to be. So, now, it can't be the Cofagrigus that will come out, Cofagrigus. So that's precisely why I led with the Hitmontop, is to bait that situation to happen. Now, the Dvorak can't come out, because the Dvorak's just gone back. So it really does depend on who's going to make an appearance now. I have no idea. Gallade's a pretty safe situation. I think Gallade's pretty safe. But he's thinking. So that was the plan there. Although I mean it's a bit short term because now I know that was definitely Dvorak. But basically everyone who plays with the Dvorak, they always lead with it. So that was the logic there. Out comes. Oh shit! Oh no! No, he's here. I put that pass behind me. No, he's here. Oh Christ! Okay, well this is just awful. So Anima is here. And this is genuinely the most terrible thing in the world. Oh my god. I'm gonna switch out here to my Spiritomb, because I can pretty much take any hit he goes for. And Jesus Christ! I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for the legend. I'm not. I thought I'd put away that life. I thought it was just a fever dream, but no, Anima is here! He's powerful, and he's just angry. So Alice is out and about and doing good. I'm kind of thinking that he's anticipating the oldie Will-O-Wisp being a thing. So what I'm going to do is go for the Pursuit here. Just kind of expecting the out switch. He's got nothing really to hit me with, and the way I brought it in could suggest that I am physically defensive, so yes, that's the thing. I do have two ghosties so on my team, so yeah, I got the X-Bloud, who is kind of weak to fighting moves. I didn't even tell you who I'd brought. Oh my god. Let me let you know who I've brought. Okay. I will totally let you know in just a moment. So out comes the Camerupt, and honestly, I'm kind of anticipating a sub. I'm not really sure though. Basically, who I brought Spiritomb, Alice the Spiritomb, Reese the Doublade, Beyblade, lots of blades going on, the Hitmontop hero, the hero the Braviary, and Gliscor, what's the one? The pre-Evo of Gliscor. And Celine, the X-Blood. Sorry about that. I was very distracted. Anyway, my best switch-in is probably Beyblade, to be fair. As I'm assault vested, I can take anything this thing does, and I can get the Intimidate on it if it's not the bloody, if it's a physical set or if it's mixed or whatever. Basically, my Beyblade is the best switch-in. He could be trying to bait me though, and honestly, that'd be a good play. Oh, well, this could be the Dvorak. Who knows? Shit. Either way, Beyblade's a pretty good counter to the Dvorak because especially defensive, and intimidate and whatever. So whatever it does, it's not going to be that crazy. Not going to be that big a deal. Yeah, this is my special wall of the team. The Beyblade, the so on. Hitmontop's HP stat isn't all that good, so yeah, hopefully he doesn't get the burn. I won't be too upset if he does though, because it's like the chances of it. And I think I'm not sure who's coming out really. Perhaps the Cophagogus. Either Cophagogus or Scyther to take the expected fighting move. Huh. Oh, he can't touch me, so he's gonna switch. I'm thinking Cophagogus is probably coming, so... What do I do about that anyway? I do think that Cophagogus is just gonna come out. This is definitely the camera up though, isn't it? Yeah, I do think that the Cophagogus is coming out, but I don't want to play carelessly. I don't want to go nuts with this. I'm just gonna go for the rock slide, hoping that the Scyther will come in. I think it'd be a bit weird if it does come in, but yeah, it's like Cophagogus should have acted on my instinct. I really was gonna go into my X-Blood then. But we're gonna get this rock slide off, so that's gonna be alright. It's not gonna do an awful lot. Oh man, that was a crit. Oh Jesus. Yeah, so I think the Will-O-Wisp or the Shadow Ball or even the Dark Pulse is coming. That's definitely the Cophagogus though, because it just ate that up so good. Oh my god, I just I'm looking at my team and I've realised my mistake. I do want to go back into X-Cloud here. But then he could just bring out the Gallade and then that would make everything terrible. I do want to just go back out into X-Cloud, to be fair, because the Will-O-Wisp is real. So I'm just going to do that. I know it's a bit predictable, but I'm just going to do it anyway. And he's going to predict that completely and go for Focus Blast or something. Watch him go for like Focus Blast. I'll watch him double out. Does go for the Will-O-Wisp as expected, so that's okay. I'd rather Celine be burnt than anybody else, and nobody really wants to take a Choice Specs Destructo Death move attack boom burst thing from an X-Cloud, so we're all right, I think. I'm a bit disconcerted because I've done this thing that I do sometimes when I make something in a hurry, and I've got a disturbing lack of special attackers on the team, so it's all a bit upsetting. Nobody resists, so let's just go straight for the Boom Burst. We are scrappy, and the Cophagogus will take a lot of damage. It can obtain a lot of it back from Pain Splitting, but yeah. But yes, out comes Anima. I think that's Assault Vest Gallade, but hopefully we'll be able to take it out with this Boom Burst. Hopefully. Yeah, because that's Choice Specs. We do! Anima! I don't want to see those words. I don't want to see the words Animan fainted. I don't want to see that. But he did sack off Animan! The cheek. The cheek of it, really. Yeah, so down goes Animan, which is very sad. I'm sure many women are crying right now as this occurred. Many women are sobbing piteously right now because a great force of manhood has fainted, and this makes me deeply sad indeed. I did kind of think it might be Assault Vest. It would have been able to outspeed me if it lived, but because of the pursuit damage, that was essential to clipping this Gallade, which is extremely nice. But I'm still scared of the team. I'm still scared. I'm scared of the Slaking because that can come in and just fuck everybody up. It can just go kadung and just slap something with like a retaliate or whatever. But I am quite fortunate in that I have brought 2 ghosts actually. But yeah, no, that was to mitigate my fighting type weakness, is to bring 2 ghosts. And I had I don't know. I don't really think I have earthquake problems as such. I don't think so, but could do. Could do indeed. Could do indeed. Oh, I've got such a headache. I don't know where it's come from. I'm not susceptible. Pardon me, sorry, I'm just just a dragon at the moment. I'm not normally susceptible to like headaches and stuff like that, so I'm a bit annoyed. And not even really that susceptible to getting sick either. Apart from the old girly time of the month, which makes everybody happy indeed. He's thinking very carefully now about this next move because he needs to be able to kill the X-Blood very decisively. Nobody really wants to take this hero of time. Let's just guess who that's going to be without looking. I have no idea. Scyther? Yeah, okay. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's Scyther. I don't think it's Scyther. I don't think it's Scyther. I have no reason to not think it's Scyther, but I don't think it's Scyther. Trouble is, if you go... Scheiße. Okay, sorry about the pause there, I'm really thinking, because if it's Scyther and it goes for an Aerial Ace, my Hitmontop is fucked. If it's Dvorak and it goes for Dark Pulse, my Gliscor is fucked. So, all in all, just lots of naughty things happening to things that have mixed feelings about it. Ooh, and if it's Scarfed as well, Jesus, I have no idea what to do. Gliscor or Hitmontop, Gliscor, Hitmontop, Gliscor, Hitmontop, Gliscor, Hitmontop, Gliscor or Hitmontop. At least I'll be able to get the Intimidate off on it, and then I do think that Hitmontop could survive, but if it was a Technician boosted Aerial Fudge, sod it, it's just going to Beyblade. I really don't think it's, I don't think it's Scyther. But I could be wrong, and it's kind of not okay if I am wrong, but what can you do really? So we're going to get the Intimidate off, and this is either great or pointless. Out comes the U-turn, so this is alright. It's going to do a small amount of damage, can't tell who or what that was based on that, so he did predict my switch very nicely. Not that I think that Celine would have taken a U-turn very well. Anyway, even if it was the Dvorak. But couldn't afford to take any risks there. Now he could easily just do whatever. Although that U-turn did do the similar amount of damage, so I am inclined to believe that was the Dvorak. I am inclined to believe it was that, just because it's basically the same amount of damage as before. So out comes the Cofagrigus, and you really want to burn my Hitmontop, don't you? Oh no! Stop it! Stop it right now. I think he's gonna double switch out into something else. That's Celine. That's probably an over-prediction. Oh, my head! Oh no! Yeah, I do think this thing is just... I don't know, it's just always gone for Widows, and I've always gone into Celine, so it could be that he's gonna do something different. Could be that he's gonna do something different. I would like somebody with Protect at this moment, and I really don't want to get my Gliscor very burnt, because that would just suck a load of balls. Just so many balls all in succession, so... Whatever, we're just gonna go into Celine again. I know, it's like stupid, but we're just gonna do that. Adamants. Adamants for stupidity. It's worked the last 3 times, or 2 times. See, it's going to be a double switch. I knew it. I knew it and I didn't follow through with my instincts. I really should. I really should, though. So now out comes this thing, and I do think that it might actually be the hero of time. So what I'm going to do is go into my Gliscor, because I have consistently gone into the Hitmontop this whole time, so this time I'm actually going to go into Gliscor, hoping, praying that he is not the Dvorak, because if he is, that's pretty shitty. And hopefully, if he is the Scyther, which I deeply pray that he is, then we can get the Stealth Rocks up on the turn that he's out and do some shenanigans. Which would be nice. It would be very nice indeed. He's considering this next move carefully because this is an opportunity that he wants. And yeah, although I do think Gligar can take a move that the Dvorak goes for. I do think that he can take one, just because he's bulky. Because he's just really fat, and with the Eviolite as well, it's just kind of like, yeah, he can take it, but I don't think he's going to take it very gracefully. I do have Roost, so as long as it's not a 2KO, I will be fine. But yeah, I not really enthused. So we're going to see right now if it's the Zoe or not. We're going to see right now. That's the Scyther. So I did predict correctly, which is extreme. And now, we are going to get these stealth rocks up, which is going to be great. It's going to punish the Scyther keeping on coming in. So this is good. Need to bank on my instincts more, because that actually worked out. That worked out just fine. Just from how it was brought in, I think. Just from how it was brought in. I think last time it was these Rourke, and this time it was the Scyther, because he was anticipating me to make the same maneuver. Because that's what I've been doing with Celine. With Celine Dion. Just chucking her into the battle. She's like, my heart will go on! As she tumbles in. It's okay, Celine. Near or far, I'm sure you'll do well. She's done pretty good, though. She's been kicking dick. But we're going to be able to see what the deal is. With this Hujima, what's it? We're going to be able to see what the deal is here. My Hitmon top is getting weakened bit by bit, so I'm not that happy about it. But it is alright. It is okay. I don't think it can kill me per se, but like I'm gonna take a look at Gligar's stats real quick just to see like the situation, the status quo. My Spaduf is absolutely terrible. Me, the human, Anima the human, has probably got more Spaduf than Gliscor. I mean, with the Eviolite, it's pretty good. I've gone into Beyblade before, but I actually just really feel inclined to do that again. I don't think he's going to want to do a double switch this time, presuming, you know. I am going to switch up first. Gliscor's pretty damn slow. I mean, Gligar is pretty damn slow, so, yes. Out comes the Beyblade. I'm so pleased I brought him on top. I'm so pleased, because this could have worked out really, really terribly. Going to go for the Night Days. I resist, and that's fine. So that was the Dvorak. Been waiting for this. Now I do think he's going to switch out into the Cofagrigus again. So what I'm going to do actually is go into the Cofagrigus. Yeah, I do feel like the Cofagrigus is coming. So what I'm going to do is go into Alice, my Spiritomb. I'm going to double out. Hopefully that's what occurs. He does withdraw, so hopefully we're going to see the Cofagrigus. Yes, we do. That was the Dvorak, so this is all right. Yeah, and that's okay. Out comes, yeah, Beyblade's going to switch out, and out comes Alice. So I do kind of think that the Will-O-Wisp is probably coming. Actually, shouldn't have done this. I really shouldn't have done what I've done just then. He's not going to switch, he's going to go for the burn now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Celine, and then we're going to shout at something. Yes, that's what's going to happen. So I'm predicting him to go for the Will-O-Wisp again, because he knows that I'm physical, and while that would look like a favourable situation here, shit, he's going to go for the Calm Mind. That's bollocks. I should have gone on the offensive. This is going to be so bad. I don't have Dark Pulse or anything. Oh dear, it's going to set up. That's really, really bad. At least the special defense is going up and not the physical defense, so we can start slapping it with Shadow Sneak if need be. So that's not too terrible. But I do think that at +1 he is going to be able to live a Boom Burst, but we're just going to have to go for it, and just hope that we can weaken it to the point that that someone else can come in and take it out. Hopefully Braviary will be able to put in some work, so that would be okay. Don't mind his egg statistic, I'm sure that he's hatched way more than that. Yeah, I say that because my egg statistic is off as hell on this. It's off like an off egg, like a rotten egg, like a gone off egg. Yeah, so... It's still going to do massive damage regardless, because it seems like, because he's going for Calm Mind, I don't think that he is actually, I don't think that he's especially invested, so he might be at +1, but he's not specially invested, so thankfully, thank the Lord I brought Celine. Good job I bloody made one, like, you know, bloody went to the effort of getting a fucking X-Blood, because I've used it once, and it worked out pretty good for me. Oh no, I've used it maybe a few times actually, One time it hasn't worked out that well for me, and other times it's worked out pretty good, so. X-Blood puts in work, like, if you're, like, it's a very good Pokemon. It's a bit of a glass cannon, though. I mean, it's not like Greninja glass cannon, but it's just not very strong. Oh! Nah, this second Boom Burst, it's gonna take it out, I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure. It can't hit me, though. Unless it uses Dark Pulse, it can't hit me, so... either way, this thing is dead, eventually. So it's alright. can't hit me because I'm normal, actually. So this is really good, I think. Let's go for that boom burst again, and I hope that this will be enough to take down the Cofagrigus. Lots of hands, mixed feelings about this. But that was good on his part, just to go for another calm mind, just to see if he could weather the storm. I do think this is going to kill, but I won't be surprised if it doesn't. He's going to preserve the Cofagrigus in the interest of having burns and stuff, and he's going to basically sacrifice the Camerupt. Is rock super effective? Does ground resist rock? I don't know who died. Anyway, the Camerupt died. The Camerupt's gone. And I do want to preserve Celine just for one final boom burst. Let's check out Celine's speed though, because I don't even know it really. I'm just going to type Celine. X-Cloud. Me brain. Oh, me brain. Right. Oh wow, slow. Very slow. Unless it got a boost. Unless it got a boost, because I am looking at black and white thingamajäger. So, nah, still slow. This is the Scyther. I don't outspeed anything really. I do want to preserve Celine as death fodder. I don't think he's going to U-turn. I think he's just going to straight up Burial Ace. I think he's just going to straight up Burial Ace. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. So I'm actually just going to preserve Celine and go into my Gligar. Go into Gliscor the Gligar. very creative naming there. That was my creative team doing that. Going to go for the U-turn. So he's obviously thinking that he can defog the rocks away at some point. Who's the defogger though? Is there one? I don't really see one. So that Scyther is going to take some damage when it comes back in. And out comes the... That's Zoroark. That's Zoroark. That is totally Zoroark. So let's go into Beyblade. Because that's Zoroark. Because we know that the Cofagrigus is on reduced health. So we know that that's not what it seems to be. And if it is, then what? Regenerator Cofagrigus? Oh my god, can you imagine? I just don't want to shoot myself. I'd rather behead myself. But yeah, no, I do think Celine's worth preserving, because in the event that I'll be in front of something, then we'll be alright. He could just go for the U-turn, to be fair. He's just going to keep on chopping and changing, I think, until... Okay, no, Night Days. That's alright. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I do get the accuracy drop. Is that something that it does? Now, he could go into the actual Cofagrigus, and that would make me very upset. Last time this happened, though, I did double switch. So the Camerupt's gone, the Galader's gone, the Scyther is almost gone. We just need to work on the Zoroark, the Cofagrigus, and yeah, that's what we need to do, really. I don't know, really. I do think that a Night Days will just ruin my day. I don't really know what to do. is the thing that's occurring right now. So what I'm actually gonna go for is, will Celine even live past another burn? Is that a thing? Will she live past another burn turn anyway? I think she just barely lived. So what I'm gonna do is just switch into Celine, just for like a bit of fodder, really. As my opponent does withdraw, going into whom I'm not really sure. Goes out into the Cofagrigus. He's going to take a bit of damage from the rocks, and that's okay. Out comes Beyblade's going to switch out, and hopefully Celine can hang on one more turn of burn. That would be brilliant, but I don't think so, looking at the HP. Oh, just live with one. Just live with one, sweetie. You can do it. Your heart will go on. Your heart will go on. Your heart will go on. Oh, Celine's heart goes on! Her heart goes on. Her heart goes on. Celine! Oh, Celine! Celine, the beauty queen! Oh, Celine Dion! He is gonna withdraw the Cofagrigus off here, which is a good play on his part, because it would have taken a bunch of damage from the rocks anyway. And Celine is gonna go down, so a huge threat to the Cofagrigus is gonna be dead, but a huge threat to my team, a huge threat to my Hitmon top is. So this is pretty good. Now the remaining, I mean, I'm not really keen on fighting the Slaking anytime soon, but Let's see, now my fastest Pokemon, and probably my safest to go into is, I don't think the Cofagrigus is coming back out, to be fair. I think the Slaking's coming. Yeah, that's what I think, and if it's Scarfed, we're all dead, so... but in the event that it is the Slaking, I can switch out into one of my ghosts, so it's not too big a deal. Out comes the Dvorak point blank. I don't know if it's Scarfed or not, so yeah. Out comes my hero, and the Dvorak is going to take some damage from the thingamajiggies. I can just go for the Brave Bird here. I think there's not really anything wrong with that. He could switch out, but something is going to die. Something is going to get really, really severely hurt. And if he switches out first, like if he goes for a U-turn, for example, that will reveal that he's Scarfed or not. So that's okay. That would be alright for me to experience indeed. This is actually the team. He was talking to me about this team. He was about the Dvorak and so on. So he's not Scarfed, otherwise he would have clean outsped me. But Dvorak is pretty frail, and Braviary is pretty frail, and Braviary is pretty strong. So I do think that it's going to go down. Down goes these Dvorak. So the mind games are finally over, and I clean outspeed pretty much everything on the team. The Cofagrigus could come in and try and cheekily live something or other. I don't think it's going to though. Just from that's a very low amount of health. So I do think I can just spam Brave Bird at this point. Yeah, I do think that's something that can happen. The Slowking is definitely a thing, and I'm just inclined to stay on that, honestly. Slaking! Oh, damn. Okay, my ability becomes Mummy, but that's alright. And Hero is going to take a little bit of recoil, and the last Pokemon is Slaking. I don't know if I can kill it, and we'll see if it's Scarfed or not or anything like that. The best play is probably to not go for Retaliate, because he doesn't want to lock himself into something. But I do think that, yeah, I could push for like a 5-0 or something dumb, but I'm not that guy. So let's just go for a Brave Bird, and I think that won't kill. I don't think it'll kill, but so not Scarfed, probably Banded. Or I don't know, because Xenon doesn't run atypical things. He just kind of goes nuts. Yeah, and that's not going to kill because Slaking is pretty big. Goes for the Pursuit, which is oh damn! It becomes through. It becomes Mummy. Jesus, that doesn't look like banded damage though. So let's go for the next Brave Bird. He did anticipate me to switch out then, in the interest of preserving my Braviary, or preserving the 5-0 potentially, but I'm not that person. So, very surprised by that outcome, honestly. I'm very surprised, but I was just feeling extremely relaxed and conversational. So maybe that's the way forward. Thank you so much, Xenon, for the battle. I'm really pleased to see Animan. I'm so sorry I shouted at Animan to death. I'm sorry for me. I'm sorry to Animan. I'm sorry to the millions of women who are crying right now. But thank you so much for the game, Xenon. I really had a lot of fun, and it was really good. I'm so perturbed at Animan. He scared me to death. He scares very many things to death. Guys, if you liked that battle, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment if you are so inclined. Of course, you don't have to. And the question of the day is, let's see. What is a Pokemon that has surprised you? So like not just like Zororki things, but let's give him a nice. But not just Zororki things, but just like a Pokemon that surprised you to effectiveness. So like say I'm not talking like you saw Leer on something and you were like, whoa, that's surprising. That's surprising for the wrong reasons. I mean surprising like it took you off guard and it kicked your ass, or even if there's a time that you've done that to somebody else. I mean, yeah, you can tell me. I'll be happy to listen. So guys, leave a like if you enjoyed that. Answer the QOT if you are so inclined. And subscribe if you haven't already, because it would be an absolute pleasure to have you on board. But of course, you don't have to do any of those things. In fact, the most important thing for you to do is to take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye!